Hello and welcome to another episode of MOPO, where we discuss matters of personal opinion.
It's all MOPO.
Today we're going to be doing another episode of Gotham, Season 4, Episode 7, and...
the Narrows. Dickens,
I liked it. There was some definite character peaks, or definitely
there's a lot of the development going on here, a lot of character development for sure. You got, just to go over the storylines, you got the GCPD and Penguin, including Gordon and Bullock and the Pig Killer. You got
Bruce Wayne,
and then this new girl that pops up. You got Catwoman, Selina, Barbara, and Tabitha all run around Golden Girl style, they are Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels is what
maybe.
I was thinking, and they single. I was like, maybe. I mean, let's see where you go with this.
Yeah, group of girls,
but definitely kind of Charlie's Angels style,
right? And I'll just kind of run with it there, because it's probably the least of the storylines. Barbara's on her, you know what I mean? I don't need y'all to...
Well, since Ra's al Ghul died, and I'm doing air quotes, because I don't know what...
I mean, you've seen him die in the last episodes, at least that.
Yeah, he turned to ash.
That form of him, that actor is not coming back. But
he went all, Lost Ark.
We might see him again, but not as that dude.
But yeah, because he
was backing it, so she's all
yeah, he was the money apparently.
Yeah, so she's we're gonna shut down shop.
Which I didn't really know.
Yeah, I caught that. I caught that.
Oh,
yeah, from previous episodes for sure. The last two, at least.
All right, no doubt.
But yeah, they're and Tabitha and Selina are all well, we're still down. I don't see why we
can
should
rob lots of people,
right? We don't need him to rob people. I mean, we can do that on our own. And she's all scram y'all or whatever.
Yeah, take whatever you want on the way out, though. Right, by the way, because there was a lot of guns on the wall, so it's kind of okay.
I'm good. So Selina and Tabitha come up with this, plan to go rob these biker dudes. Selina goes in there.
Well, Selina does.
And then she
calls her up yo, so I did that thing I wasn't supposed to, and I'm stuck. Can you help me? And Tabitha. Well, we're kind of jumping ahead. There's a few other pieces.
But still, that's the gist of the story with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Selina goes in there, tries to rob these bikers. Kind of does, but then, a typical cat, gets herself in, but she can't get herself out.
Right?
So,
and that's kind of part of the nickname, too, right?
So she had to call up Tabitha and be all help.
Yeah, and the part that I was skipping over was what she sees.
Oh, yeah,
This is what they call burning rubber, and they basically just have you under a tire and with the throttle all the way.
She hides with their money, and the dudes find that the money's gone. There's a dude who's supposed to be guarding the money.
Well, it was more the guy closest to the money.
Yeah, and he's all I didn't see shit, and they're well, time to burn rubber then, dude, because somebody got to pay for this or whatever.
Blood went everywhere. I'm assuming he had no neck and chest.
It looked to me they tore his face off with that wheel, but he was screaming.
Yeah, so I just assumed it was his chest because of where it looked when they kind of panned away.
Either way, I don't think that dude's still alive.
Still, how he was screaming after what we saw is what?
Right.
And it's just... it was crazy.
It is crazy blood, at least.
But yeah, then Tabitha comes in and gets herself caught, and then both of them are all all right, well, yo, Cat, you scram, and I'll distract them. And Cat was nah, I'm here forever. And then Tabitha was oh, okay, I see what's going on. And then it's let's see what you know with that whip. Yeah, get that whip out.
And that's when Barbara comes in and shoots up the place, and it's all like, give my cut, bitches, like... And they're all like, what, so that's it? She's like, no, it ain't it.
No, yeah. I thought we were going to be making money robbing people. Right, and it's just like, so Selena's plan worked because it showed...
convince her that we could still be making money without Dude Man. No doubt.
But at the same time, it was just like, if y'all want to risk your life, I'm willing to take a cut.
Right. So then... I don't know, I guess we talk about Bruce, like his,
like him finding his inter-playboy.
Right, so Bruce has, like, this, he can't go out, and, like, he's, like, kind of put himself under, like, self-imprisonment. So they're having a fundraiser at Wayne Manor, because he's still got to keep up appearances, or whatever.
Even at this young age, keeping up appearances is such a drain.
Right. So he's all, like, brooding and whatnot, because he's still, like, he don't know how he should feel about killing Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So he's, like, moping in the corner, and this, like, young girl, I guess that he knew from school or the past, comes up, and, like, she's all, like, you want to get out of here and whatnot. And he's all like, yeah, might as well. And she takes him over to her friend's house, who they... They know who he is, but one of the kids winds up being Tommy Elliott, who, if you know from the comics, is a villain named Hush. And I won't get into all that or whatever, but he is a pretty crazy dude, to say the least. But he actually starts beefing with another kid whose name I didn't remember or recognize from the limited DC comic knowledge that I have.
And my entire lack thereof, other than, that guy's DC, right? But, yes, you're good.
But that kid really starts laying in on Bruce, calling him a dork, and basically, a punk to his face and whatnot, and there's even a scene
and they did a cutscene, which is what you were just about to say, right?
Yeah, there's a scene where Bruce imagines beating the pulp out of this kid, or whatever, and they did a good job of it, because
they just cut straight to it.
Until he flashed back, and I was like, oh, no doubt, because, come on, Bruce.
We and him are looking at each other like, he's kind of going a little too much into this,
right.
like, the guy's beaten.
Right.
And then he snaps back out of it.
So, that kid, the same kid talking junk, talking about, we're going to go to the club, or whatever, I'm going to get us into the club, even though we're, like, 10 years old.
Yeah.
And let's go to the club.
And they're like, oh, yeah, you remember them from high school. But I keep thinking, like, oh, yeah, them from high school because, like, he used to go to school. You're like, because they're still in high school, right? Or they, like...
There's no way they're of age to get into the club.
They know the guy at the club to get in because they're underage, or because it's that exclusive?
Gosh, I don't know. But anyway...
we're still trying to figure out how old these kids are.
They have trouble getting in, regardless. The kid talking junk, so like, oh, Dude Man's fronting. So Bruce basically goes over, says a couple things. Come on, everybody, let's roll in. Skirt! But you, buddy.
And let me take your sunglasses.
Right, and he steals sunglasses. Because basically Bruce Wayne went over and he bought the club.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, yeah, there you go, kid.
Yeah, because he's like, nah, let me speak to the owner. And Drew's like, boop, and points to Bruce.
So that's him.
He's like, I just bought it.
And they proceed to underage drink. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, they gotta be like 16.
At the oldest. 17. There's no way they're 18.
They're not 18.
Yeah. They're not like 12 either. So
yeah. Because I don't know. It's like, because like we have no clue where Bruce Wayne is in the timeline.
Yeah,
because it's like is he gonna become Batman in like
18,
in season 8?
But,
like it's super young.
Yeah,
but that's regardless. Has nothing to do with the episode. It's just random stuff that we end up talking about during. While we're watching
daughter is, and why's her name Barbara?
Yeah, and all of a sudden we got this ex of Gordon whose name is Barbara.
Right, it's really,
I don't understand.
There's a loop in there, but regardless, he buys the.
It's a sympathy naming.
He buys the place, makes the kid kicks the kid out, and then proceeded to party, And that's about where they leave Bruce Wayne, right? I mean,
yeah, like just
partying.
the ultimate playboy.
No doubt.
The
Really
bachelor
stepping in.
Bruce Wayne.
And he's like hooking up with that chick or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
and he's like building champagne glass pyramids.
Hey.
and is doing the whole like farmers number one, like just spraying champagne everywhere.
Which essentially leads us. Well, it doesn't really lead us, but it'll take us to the bulk of the story of this episode, which was GCPD and Penguin teaming up to try to find
this Pigman guy.
To Gordon's chagrin, he's not liking the idea of teaming up with Penguin. But your homeboy Bullock over there is really showing his true stripes. And, he's like, by any means, we're going to find this dude or whatever. And he's like, siding with Penguin over Gordon. I'm just like, typical Bullock.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But I don't know. I was ignorant. I was like, you know what? If this is the worst that he is, but I mean, even in the end, it's not like, yeah, he did a really shitty thing, but
I think he doesn't care.
Like he's still only human. It was what he did afterwards, where it was like he immediately threw it all in Gordon's face, like it was literally his fault.
Like Gordon didn't try to warn him.
Yeah.
So basically,
starting at the beginning of it.
Yeah, the pigman sends enough pig heads to GCPD for every cop there but Gordon.
Yeah.
And that sets off this whole big thing where we gotta find this dude, he's gonna kill all of us, and some cops go missing. To help GCPD find these cops and end the Pigman thing, Penguin, brings him and this new henchman called the Headhunter to the GCPD.
Recommended highly by Victor Zaz, because he's going to take care of his Meemaw.
He's mum or something like that. Either way, Zaz ain't there, and he got this new dude who's a real joker or whatever, but he is an entertaining character for sure, to say the least.
Like, it is. He's funny.
So, like, the whole time they're teaming up, and Gordon's all like, and Bullock's all like, well, we gotta do what you gotta do, and eventually they think they find the pig killer and, like, the cops. They do find some of the cops, but they are tricked by the pig dude who you knew immediately.
Dude, the second they went in and they were like, oh, here's two cops, we're still missing Pigman and another cop. The second they pan over to the guy and they're like, oh, he's alive, I'm like...
Jigsaw.
Well, no, I was like, yo, that beard looks fake as hell. I don't know what I'm just like, alright, Gotham got some bad makeup on this guy, let's see where this goes. Because immediately I'm like, suspect. And then they're like, oh, they're playing it up and everything. I'm like, no, man, he's got a knife, he's jigsawing it. Cause the second I saw the knife, I'm like, you're playing dead, like... Because, like, in the first one, he's just laying in the room.
Yeah.
And I'm just...
I got the reference.
I'm like, no.
So
something is up. But they keep playing it up, and they're, like, in the ambulance, and they're, like,
having this,
Gordon
like,
and him are having a moment.
moment.
Yeah. And I even thought it was weird, because when Gordon first puts his hand on his shoulder, he looks at the hand, and I'm like, is it because he's crooked, or because he's the guy? And I'm just like, he should pull his beard.
Right.
And, like, he never does.
I'm sorry for this, but... God damn it, I knew it was you!
Right. It's like when it does pull... And you see the shock in the face. You're like, oh, it is Santa Claus,
Yeah,
like, you're real.
You're pulling on this guy's beard. I told you I wasn't the dude.
Oh man!
But yeah, he knew, and he was recording the whole time. And they tricked him into going to this other building,
the old courthouse in the Narrows.
And Bullock has another, we'll say, a POS moment. And Gordon tries to tell him, nah, the dude tricked us.
Yeah,
or
he's
whatever.
like, he literally called me. And he said he's not there. and this is a trap.
And, then Penguin and Bullock side against them.
Bullock would have not gone in there if it wasn't for Penguin.
He wasn't happy about not going in there, though. He was arguing to not go in there, to go in there even before Penguin said anything.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and Penguin's like, nah, do it. Let's go. And he said, all right, let's go, man. I'm sorry, but... And he said, everybody
he was bullheaded at the end there because... Bullock, huh?
Yeah. But he wound up going in there and basically shooting the cop because he dressed up like a pig. Like, you didn't see that coming.
And not to mention, it's like, oh, there's someone in there dressed up like a pig? You mean like every one of the victims we've had so far?
Right. And
so how is that not registering right now?
And they shoot the cop, and Bullock shoots the cop, and then they go over and sit in the chair. It's like a little mannequin pig or whatever.
Yeah, so like a blow-up doll pig.
And all of a sudden, 2 Gatling guns just like appear and start shooting up the place. And the Hammerhead, what's the guy's name?
Headhunter?
Headhunter winds up getting shot in the eyeball. And eventually, after Penguin's armed men cower out or whatever, Gordon goes in there alone and like saves the day.
Yeah, like grabs this big old gun out of one of the big guards' hands. It was just like, oh, do this myself.
Right. Goes in and saves the day and saves Bullock and the cop and Headhunter. And after all that, the pig dude like reveals himself to be like some bald-headed dude or whatever, but they're back at GCPD and Bullock is all giving Gordon shit like, oh, you're a hero, I'm just the guy who shot a cop. Like, that's not on Gordon.
Yeah.
Like,
not even remotely. It's like, don't be rubbing that in Gordon's face.
Yeah, what's the fucking point of that? Like, you said that in the wrong tone. He should have been like, man, I shot a cop, but you're a hero.
It's like, yeah, man, yeah, like he could have been more of an asshole with it too, but it was like that was the ultimate asshole tone. Yeah. It was like, yeah, why are you getting on Gordon about this?
Right,
like he saved your life after he told you not to do what you did.
Right,
and then you're like, it's his fault that you shot the guy. You went in guns blazing, literally?
Yeah, then, I never liked Bullock. Always knew he was not a good dude, and he tried to have some redeeming moments, but ultimately he is a POS.
It was definitely a lot
light shining?
Yeah, because I thought we were already in... I wasn't expecting Bullock's origin.
Yeah.
Like everyone else's origin I saw, but for some reason I thought Bullock as a character was already established.
Yeah.
Because all I ever heard was that, like, oh, he's a corrupt dude, and like from the gate it was like he was a corrupt dude, and then like Gordon kind of brought him back. And then, but you would always be like, yo, well, Gordon's there in the cartoons, and he's totally corrupt. And I'm like, I don't know, man, like maybe not. And
from Batman the Animated Series, we know Bullock is not a good dude.
But I mean, even still,
and now you're seeing it for yourself.
What transpired was messed up, but it wasn't. It could have been a lot worse. But
not
still,
to the help of him.
It's still to the fact that he throws it in Gordon's face. That's the part where, for me, I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Like that's probably the icing on the cake right there.
And they say end the episode with the pig killer like revealing himself.
Yeah, on the and he's taking off the makeup like all Kaiser Sose.
Right, like, and he had way more on than I thought. Like,
yeah, I wasn't expecting the nose.
He takes off the nose. He takes off his head. Like, he's just like some bald head dude. Like. Yeah, like Victor Zsasz, really, but no, he ain't Victor Zsasz, but
and it's funny too because he's like, yo, what if that's Dude Man's dad? And then he's just like, yeah, or maybe that other kid because they're both redheads. And then he takes the wig off and he's just like, oh,
probably not.
Maybe, probably not. Different men altogether.
Right. But yeah, I'm excited to see how they develop this, Playboy Bruce Wayne or whatever, and this Tommy Elliott character. Because in the comic, they are a lot closer than just, oh yeah, I remember you. Like they were like best buddies.
So
or
then
whatever.
this must be that aspect of it. So we
Maybe.
kind of got a little bit of a Batman-y feel. We kind of got like a little bit of that taste of the League of Shadows and everything.
Right.
But now it's like he's still like too young for that. So I guess now it's like the Playboy Bachelor.
I guess
Still kind of too young for that too.
Right.
But I mean,
pimping hoes.
I guess that's what the rich do.
No doubt. But let us know what you think of the episode.
If you're rich, we like you. If you like us,
please,
please like and share and subscribe
and leave a comment because it's all a matter of personal opinion.
It's all MOPO.
Thanks for watching.